52 Traders, episode 84.
Do your own work. Yep. No matter what it is, do your own work. Like, come to your own conclusion. Listen to everybody, but come to your own conclusion on what's what.
Join Cam every week on the 52 Traders podcast or at 52traders.com to learn how to trade like the pros. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not investment, trading, or financial advice of any kind.
What's up, traders? Welcome to another installment of the 52 Traders podcast. I'm your host, Cam Hawkins, and today we've got Scott Carney on the show. Now, Scott is a Harmonics Jedi master. I mean, this guy has traded for billion-dollar funds, or at least consulted for them, and he also now helps retail traders do their thing in the market. So, in this show, Scott talks us through a whole bunch of stuff around Harmonics. In actual fact, it's a bit of a different show from normal. So what I did with Scott is we ran a video feed throughout the show so we can actually see his chart. I haven't got the full video episode up, but I do have the chunks that we talk when we're talking about the actual video. When we're talking about the charts. So if you do want to check that out, jump onto 52traders.com, find Scott's episode, and you'll see a couple of videos on there throughout the show that we talk about. So we do reference those chart videos throughout the episode. So jump on there, 52 Traders. You're also going to hear throughout this show a whole bunch of other stuff that's going to help you profit. So we talk about a lot of the older trading mentors out there, so guys that have been around the blocks, that have done it, made it, written books, and Scott talks about the ones that he found were very useful and ones that you can learn from today. We also talk about a eureka moment that helped him turn a corner in his trading, the market movement theory that you need to understand. We also discuss harmonic patterns and how you identify them, and the magical numbers that Scott uses to find great trading opportunities, as well as how to confirm these harmonic entries with a special indicator that we all know, and also a technique that you can use with that indicator. And we talk about how you can confirm potential reversal zones, the time of days to trade to get 3 to 5 good opportunities, and levels to trade off. Things that one trait that every trader needs to have to make it here in this game. And we talk about 3 types of exits, a whole bunch of other stuff. It's a great episode with a great trader, and you're going to hear that right up next. But before we get into the show today, do be sure to check out Trading Mentors Match Off, which is my series where we follow 3 trading mentors, training up 3 of you listeners out there. Next week we should have Adam Lord on the show. This week I'm going to release the Phil Mullins interview, which is Adam's student, and last week you can still hear Avdo. We've also got Derek and Kiwi, and we will have our new contender, Alison, up on the show in the coming weeks as well. So guys, if you do want to hear those exclusive members only interviews, then please jump onto 52traders.com/TMM to get access to those. We're going to have 19 episodes, at least 19 episodes in the series. We get charts, we get trading statements from our mentors, and we get to see the before and after picture from our students as well. So some great content in there already, guys, and there's going to be great content to come as well. So we've got that. The other thing you need to check out is my other site, automatemytrading.com, where I teach you how to build trading robots. There's one on the site that you can learn to build in a few minutes and have you up and running on your trading platform. I'll show you how to do that over there at automatemytrading.com. Jump over there. And finally, last but not least, I'll be running a special offer for people who want to join Automate My Trading this month. So please do jump over there, sign up to the mailing list, and you'll get access to that offer as well. Okay, guys, without further ado, let's hear this interview with Scott. Okay, welcome, Scott. Thanks for joining me here on the 52 Traders podcast this week. How are things over there in Miami?
They're very well, doing well. Thank you so much. Great to be with you.
Well, look, lovely part of the world. I've never been there myself. The closest I've got is South Carolina. I hear it's great. I'd love to get there at some stage in my life. I spoke to someone from Florida just the other day, and it does sound awfully nice down there, although a little bit hot.
I enjoy it. I grew up in Philadelphia, so I know the cold weather quite well, but I'd love to get down to New Zealand someday. You are in New Zealand?
Yeah, I'm in New Zealand. Yep. 10 points on that one, because usually people get it confused with Australia. So 10 points, well done.
Thank you.
Look, so let's get into the questions that we're going to go through today. So the first one is, we just want to hear a little bit about you personally and how you first got into trading. What happened way back in the day?
Well, way back in the day is that I casually would watch the football scores, and as a kid, and right next to the football scores in the newspaper, this is before the internet, long before the internet, were the financial papers and the stock quotes. And as a kid, I'd follow them the same way I'd follow my local football team. And that led to just reading books on the subject. And then I think the real hook got set for me in a college internship where I worked on the floor of the Philadelphia Stock Exchange for a summer. And I got the whole floor experience, and I knew that's really what I wanted to do.
Cool. Sounds like a pretty linear path straight into the market. So those books that you got yourself into, I mean, after looking at it in the paper, what age were you talking about there that you started to read books around the markets and trading and stuff?
As early as 15 or 16 years old, and was fascinated by even just the financial. As I said, I would read the financial section of the newspaper as much as the sports. And my dad is an accomplished businessman himself, and is a former CFO of was a top 20 bank back in the 80s, Core States Bank, and I learned so much from him. He is my mentor, and just picked up his business sense, and we would talk about the markets, and that it was just a very natural association. And again, when I was able to really experience it, and of course, I think the first book that really grabbed me was Peter Lynch's One Up on Wall Street, and he was one of the first to write a lot of pop books. But I also was looking at older technical analysis methods, and I would actually do a lot of fundamental analysis just to track these companies. And so I subscribed to the Value Line Investment Survey. It was a phenomenal resource. And a part of that resource is they had long-term charts. And as much as people disregarded charts back in that time, you couldn't deny the basic trends that you could notice, levels of support and resistance, even on a weekly level. And Value Line just was the total resource for me, and I absorbed it all. But over the years, and as kind of my studies progressed, I realized that the opportunities of trading were different than investing. And the more I looked at chart analysis and looked at analyzing opportunities, really, than analysis of economics, I think that's where the technical focus for me heightened, of course, and then got into all the old books of studying the old technical analysis masters of, going back to Wyckoff or Gann or R.N. Elliott's works. And that, for me, just I absorbed everything. And the markets for me were a passion since an early age, for sure.
And so these days you're into harmonics, and I mean, you master harmonics, that's what you do. I mean, do you want to give the guys listening who are unfamiliar with the subject a little bit of an overview as to what exactly it is, and I suppose why you ended up there? Okay, so that was the first part of the show. Now, to hear the full episode, the best bits, join the family at 52traders.com. They usually go for about 45 minutes to an hour long, and trust me, these shows are great. They give us so much insight. Now, if you want to get there quickly, all you need to do is jump into the show description on your phone, and there's a link taking you directly to 52traders.com, where you can join the family over there and listen to the full episode. Now, in the rest of the show, I cover off what my traders do differently from the rest of us. So what is it that they're doing that we're not doing? What their typical trading day looks like, what they would do if they had a day job now and wanted to trade for a living, their preferred trading strategy, so actually how does it work? what we should be educating ourselves on when we're looking at a price chart. So what indicators we should use, what price levels, what chart patterns, all those sorts of things. Also, we touch on fundamentals as well. So how do we use news to our advantage? Trading psychology, tips, tricks, techniques, we go through those. Exiting trades, managing trades that you've got running. So we talk about their strategies. They give you strategies for exiting and managing trades. Books to read, websites to visit, all the best ones. Something that you should try and master over the next month. The broker and platform they use. And finally, last but not least, they give us a full trading strategy. So something you guys can try out at home on your PC this week in the markets if you wish. Now, to get the full episode, you need to jump onto 52traders.com, join the family. As I said, it usually goes on for 45 minutes to an hour, and there's a link in the show description. So if you're on your phone, just jump on there, tap the link, and it'll take you straight to 52traders.com. Now, if you're thinking about learning to automate any of your trading, hiring a developer, learning to code, that sort of thing, then before you do that, jump onto my other website, automatemytrading.com. So if you're interested in automating some or all of your trading, then jump onto automatemytrading.com and you'll see me over there. For now, to hear the rest of this episode, all you need to do is click on the link in the show description or go to 52traders.com. See you there.